Well, here it is, folks, my first physical media review of one of Vaporwave's magnum opuses, Hiraeth by Cat System Corp. I'm a little late to the hype train, I realize, but since I saw Corp throw a few more of these ocean blue / mint green editions up on vinyl digital, the record label that it was pressed under, months after the initial run of just 300 copies, I thought I would snag one while I could. So first, I suppose we should talk about the presentation. And I've gotta say, upon getting the record, I was not disappointed. It came housed in this beautiful artwork, differing slightly from what we originally saw on Bandcamp, with a new statue on the cover, and a new checkmark graphic varying slightly, but I got to say it works. There's something about the way that the art and the graphics work alongside the music to paint this picture of this landscape, beyond the palms of a beach somewhere. The back cover is no exception to its retro callback with its Windows 98-esque window, housing an imaginative look at what Hiraeth's tracklist would have looked like loaded up on an old Windows machine. Overall, what a really neat way to display the tracks and copyright information. So let's talk about the music of Hiraeth. If you're new to the scene of Vaporwave and you're looking for an album to dip your toes into multiple subgenres within the Vaporwave genre, I would suggest picking this one up on Corp's Bandcamp. I've always said that this album has just about everything. Many of the tracks have got those funky riffs and jazzy instrumentals in tracks like A500, Green Death, Genesis, and Emerald City 2070, but then you get to tracks like Hiraeth 1 and 2 and Lacuna Life, which are very ambient and soothing tracks that take you to this world with a marble floor and a rainstorm enveloping the sky in the distance. As Corp describes it on his Bandcamp,
Hiraeth, a homesickness for a home which you cannot return, a home which maybe never was, the nostalgia, the yearning, the grief for the lost places of your past.
This album definitely stays strong all the way through with very few weak points. This is something that I find hard to come by in the Vaporwave community. But the albums that have had that consistent silver lining throughout each track are often the ones I see reach the top among the listeners. One thing I find very fascinating about this album is, although there are some moments with vocals, maybe drawn out, the album itself gives you an isolated feeling, the same feeling you'd get when you're alone in an unknown place. In a dream, maybe. But in a world that feels like it was never meant for humans, or life other than plants to enjoy and bask in. An untouched beach that you oddly feel very at home in. The quality of this pressing is pristine as well. Very little noise, very high quality, and very much worth the money. There were some good bassy parts, but nothing overwhelmed my speakers, and everything seemed to be mastered very carefully. If you collect records, I'm sure you've come across a new pressing that sounds like it was placed in the dishwasher and then subsequently rattled around in the garbage disposal for a couple of minutes. This is not one of those records, okay? I'm pleased to say. So huge shout out for Vinyl Digital for doing independent music right. You guys are the bomb. And if you missed out on this run, no need to worry, because I believe there's a second standard vinyl edition, black vinyl edition coming as well. Just give Corp a follow on the Twitters and the Facebooks, and I'm sure he'll post updates there. Other than that, I know a few of these mint green copies are floating around on Discogs already. Overall, a fantastic album from a pioneer of the genre. I don't have much negative to say about the album as a whole, and so I'll be linking Corp's social media in the description if you're interested in taking a look at his work. I thank you for tuning into the premiere episode of Corrupted Nostalgia Music Review, and I hope that you come around for more. If you enjoy Vaporwave, Dead Moles, and urban exploration, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to keep up to date on the hottest Vaporwave vinyl and cassette reviews, mall walk videos, and an upcoming exploration video on a ghost town in Ohio. Until next time, this has been Colin on behalf of Corrupted Nostalgia.